Welcome back in one of the Bears Travel Plays YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, January 18th, and I'm back with some NBA picks for you guys. Had a sweep on Thursday. Friday, so far a sweep. Anthony Edwards, 36 points as they take down the Knicks on the road. Did not see that one coming. Kind of helped that Towns didn't play that game. Towns would have had a monster game against his former team. He's done that a couple times already. So the Knicks losing that game mainly because Towns did not play, but Anthony Edwards, another 30-plus point game, and the trends continue to correlate that when Edwards goes over 30-plus points, the T-Wolves win a game. So Edwards is the only winner so far. We have Jaren Jackson Jr. over 1.5. I'm watching the game right now. Kind of a snooze fest. Ja Morant, after he absolutely destroyed Victor Wembanyama on that dunk, apparently his ankle is hurt. I did see that he re-aggravated that ankle in the last game against the Spurs, but then he did that dunk, so I was like, oh, well, he's going to be fine in this game. Turns out not fine, not playing in this game, woke up with it being extra sore, so they're going to hold him out of this game for precaution, apparently. But it is a 6-point game right now. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. We are down by 6 points. We have a money line. We have Jaren Jackson Jr. over 1.5 threes. Haven't seen him take a three yet. I think he did take a three in the first quarter, but I really haven't been paying attention, just on the background. But hopefully he goes over the 1.5 threes. We can have another 3-0 day. That would be fantastic. That would make like 24-4 over the last 5 or 6 days. That'd be fantastic. So let's move on. Only one pick today, just like the other day, with the Memphis Grizzlies on the money line, but only one play today. I don't really love anything. I don't necessarily even love this game, but I like the spot for the Cavaliers. Now, the Minnesota Timberwolves, I thought they would lose the game going up against the Knicks, but it actually makes me feel better that they won the game. If they had lost back-to-back games, then they had to go play the Cavaliers at home. I feel like they would have played a little bit harder, but because the Cavaliers are playing a Minnesota Timberwolves team that just won, see, I don't know if this is making any sense to people. This is just how my brain works. I see a team lose, I'm like, well, they got to get one back. They got to get one back, especially if they're a good team. That's why I'm taking the Cavaliers in this game against the spread. They just lost to the Thunder by 20 points. They beat the Thunder the first time. They lose to the Thunder by 20 points. The Cavaliers are a fantastic team. They only have 6 losses on the season. They're going to bounce back after a loss. They've only lost back-to-back games one time this season. You can almost guarantee this Cavaliers team to win this game on the money line. Now, I'm not going to say guarantee because I'm not allowed to say that, but I think the Cavaliers will win this game very easily. They're going to do that with defense, and they're going to do that with offense. The big boys down low are going to dominate Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle. Julius Randle doesn't play any sort of defense whatsoever, and Rudy Gobert is only good enough to probably stop one of those two players down low between Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell coming off one of his worst shooting nights of his entire career. Started the game like 2 of 13 going up against the Thunder. 8 total points in that game. He's going to have a better day. Even if Anthony Edwards puts up 25-plus, 30-plus points, I still think the Cavaliers run away with this one after getting dominated by the Thunder. Lose by 20, now they win by 20. I'm going to take the Cavs here against the spread as the play. Let's go to the player props for tomorrow. We're going to start with PG-13. He is going up against his former team, the Indiana Pacers, where he had that disgusting injury, breaking his leg. Nobody thought he was going to be able to come back. Nobody thought that his NBA career was going to continue, and now he's been in the NBA for 8 or 9 years since that injury. He's been playing really, really well for the 76ers over the last couple of games. He scored 25-plus points in 3 consecutive games. He's been out for one of those games against the Thunder from load management is what they call it in the NBA now. I think it's ridiculous that we have to make up a term for people to sit out, but that's where we are in the NBA. I like his over 2.5 made threes. He has made 3-plus three-pointers now in 9 consecutive games. That is 9 consecutive games. He has made over 3 threes for the 76ers. So this one might actually be 3.5, but I'm hoping it's 2.5. Going up against his former team of the Pacers, they're not a very good defensive team. This game, probably the pace is going to be pushed just a little bit more, and Joel Embiid probably not going to be playing in this game because he is just permanently out, which, again, I will say I gave Joel Embiid a lot of shit early in the season. At this point, I feel like he just needs to get his body back in shape. He needs to focus on his health more than the NBA. He should retire. The way that he's just always hurt, always injured, he needs to just retire, focus on his body. He's got all the money in the world. He just needs to stop playing basketball because it's just hurting his chances after retirement for him to even walk. So hopefully Joel Embiid gets better soon. He is a really good player, but I'm not going to make fun of him anymore for having all these games sitting out. But in this game, Paul George against his former team, over 2.5 made threes. Hopefully we get the 3-point, or hopefully it's 2.5, but don't be surprised if 3.5 as the first play there. For the second play, another player going up against another former team, Jordan Poole, to go over 18.5 points going up against the Golden State Warriors. If you remember, whenever he first came to the Golden State Warriors, maybe second year, for the Golden State Warriors. It was the third splash brother. It was Klay Thompson. It was Steph Curry. It was Jordan Poole. That's what it was supposed to be. Everybody was making those edits of Jordan Poole with the attractive women on the sideline for those Warriors games, and he would ball out in front of them. But this just didn't work out for the Warriors, mainly because Draymond Green exists on this planet. So Jordan Poole got shipped away to the Wizards. Maybe a worse punishment than prison. I don't wish anybody this punishment to go play for the Washington Wizards. I do think the Wizards have a lot of young talent. If you ship Kyle Kuzma to the Sun, then they'll be a lot better in the next year. But they're going to keep Kyle Kuzma most likely. I think Jordan Poole right now is the best player for the Wizards, and he's been a lot better over the last several games. Actually, over the last month of basketball, Jordan Poole, I used to hate him. Now I love him. He is shooting lights out from the field for the most part, and he's not being selfish anymore. He is pretty consistently taking 18 shots or less, and he's been very efficient from the field. He's up to 43.2% from the field this season, now 40% from the outside. He only scored 18 points in the last game, but that's because he was pulled against the Suns with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. He sat the bench the rest of the game, and that was kind of a competitive game. So don't know what that was all about, but he had 18 points at the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. They took him out the rest of the game. Everybody was upset about it. I'm going to go back to him in this game against the Warriors. This is a game he's probably going to be a little bit selfish, and I don't blame him whatsoever going up against his former team. I think he puts up 20-plus shots in this one, probably 10-plus from the outside. So that will be the final play of the day on the player prop side. Let's go to the NBA graphic. We're going to take the Cavaliers against the spread going up against the T-Wolves. T-Wolves coming off a big win. Cavaliers coming off a big loss. I like the Cavs in this game to blow them out. Paul George over 2.5 made threes. I can see 3.5 potentially because he has made 3+ in 9 consecutive. Then Jordan Poole over 18.5 points going up against his former team in the Warriors over his total points as the final play of the day. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA picks and props for Saturday, January 18th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to like this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.